trying to let it stain the thing and dump it in the grass. Good for it. It's good for it. There. We're live again. Let me check my mic screen. So that means we're good. Okay. Oh, I was trying to come up with a plan. I think I've come up with an idea. So let's take and see if I can't find a small piece of paneling of some sort or a piece of steel. I should have grabbed some tape. Oh, let's see. How do I want to do this? Well, we can get the welder set up. You guys are jumping on here. I can't figure this thing out. We definitely don't need a ton of it, but we want to burn it in fairly good. The other issue I'm going to have. The other issue I'm going to have is how am I going to ground this? It's set flat. That's not going to be fun. I may need. Let's see what we can find. Grab that with those, maybe. Definitely gonna be tricky. It's kind of a tricky situation I've got myself in. Messing around trying to get this thing set up right. Move you guys over here so we can see what's going on a little bit better. Just trying to figure out how I can ground this without moving these. And it's going to be a little tricky because I can't get in here. We'll figure it out. Just take us a little bit of thinking here how I can do this. Could weld a pin onto this and then cut it back off, I guess. Wow, I don't want to do that either, but I think that's going to be the way we're going to have to go. So, actually, you know what? Let's just use the long pin that I have left. Nope, that's too long. We just need something to tack onto here. Alright, I'm coming back, sorry. Here we go. So we'll tack that on just enough to give us something to ground to. So I can ground that. That'll give me a good ground. While I've got this set in there. All right. Like I said before, if you guys were on here before, I am not a woodworker and I am not a welder, but I know how to do both, somewhat. so that's what I'm doing. We had to run down and grab my welder's helmet. I forgot that earlier. So let's kick this thing on and see what kind of mess we can make with the flux core. Let's do some gloves. I'd rather not burn my hands off. If you're just joining us, I'm actually working on floating shelves for my daughter. She wanted a couple floating shelves. And they're expensive, and you know what? I can make them, so let's do it. Let's see what we can get. Alright. Get a tack. Not really. We need more heat. Watch me weld my vice grips right to this. So what I was saying before is you can see that flux core makes a mess. So I'm trying to figure out exactly. You can see I got burn marks on my table here. I'd like to be able to do this setting right on here. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to do it setting just like that. I don't want to get this all a mess. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. We got sound on here, guys. Just making sure we're red on that. We should be green here. We're green. All right. Just making sure we have audio. My audio seems to cut out sometimes. I just want to make sure we're good. So that gives me a spot to ground to. And I can tear that off and grind it down after. That's nice and flat. My thought was if I can drill a hole in a plate steel, I can cover this, and any spatter will hopefully go away from this. But what am I going to do for that? I don't know. Let's see if I can find something. I also want to check my solar here quick. We're still in bulk. Fault. 5 volts, 0 watts. Let's try unplugging this and see. Let's see what that does. Alright, we're just messing around with solar lighter real quick. What are we going to use? Cardboard probably wouldn't be enough. Piece of tin. That'll work. Put my step bed in here and drill a hole through this maybe. I felt bad leaving the live earlier. There's a bunch of you watching, but I had to run down and grab my stuff for welding. Alright, let's see if I can drill a small, not small, fairly large hole. This is very unconventional, but I'm hoping. You know what? I should have done that more in the center. And I gotta go bigger with it. Let's try that. Just trying to do this to send some of that, send some of that spatter. I don't think that's going to work very well either. You know what? We're just going to send it. Let's just send it. I'm not sure we're going to get spatter, but hopefully we won't end up with too much. If I can weld it out over the edge here, it'll just fall down through. We're going to tack this. Let's try it. Let's see if I can't flip you guys around so you can see a little better. There we are. Maybe. Get my stand set up. So what I was doing is I just didn't want to get spatter all over this, but for time's sake, we're going to have to do it. This is going to be painted anyway. So hopefully we don't light this thing on fire. Let's see what we can do. I don't think I have the ampage here. Whoops. There. That worked good. I broke my tab off. Oh man. You can see the spatter. That's what I was trying to avoid.
What happened?
Oh, just welding spatter, that's all.
Oh, can you fix my lawnmower when you have the welder here?
Probably at some point.
Yeah.
I'm going to weld my tab back on here. Tab is on. Flux core makes a mess. Alright, let's see if we can't get this tacked on here now. I'm wondering if it's because I'm running off such a long extension cord that this is not giving me the ampage I need. I'd like to really burn it in, but it doesn't want to. That's ugly. Like I said, I am not going to claim to be a welder. Well, didn't do too bad on the spatter. Like I said earlier, the front and the back is basically what I wanted to stay away from, which we seem to be able to do pretty good there. Alright, let's pull you guys back a little. Flip you around. Alright. What a mess. So, does that slide alright still? Alright, not too bad. It's going to be a little tricky, but we want to somewhat tight.
Don't touch the ball. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Let's move that out of the way. And we'll break this tab off so I can get my second shelf over here. We just need to make sure that we keep track of which one's which. So we're going to set that one. Bring this one over and tack this one on. Woodworking and welding don't really go together well. We're just going to tack this tab back on. Just enough to give us a good ground. When this is setting down flat in there, I can't get the ground clamp on it. Yeah. Good ground. Flat, so it's not bending on me. See if we can start another fire out here. Not too bad. A little bit of burning on the front, but where it counts, it's not there. So that's good. Let's see if we can't get it cleaned up now. This tab off. Okay. Let's clean the welds up. Trying to make some floating shelves out here today. gloves. Backwards. Look at that. So it's pretty flat. There we go. Still hot. So, we'll throw a little black paint on those. Really keep these things organized here. That one goes to this one. Felt bad taking off on you guys a little earlier, but I was not going to weld without a welding shield, so that's where I had to take off. Hopefully you guys found me again. Wow. Guess it's time. Should have bought a flat disc while I was down there. Didn't do that. I do have a grinding wheel unplugged. Trying to get these done. Gonna take the boys. Whoa! Wind's picking up on us. Gonna take in. Planning on another video today. Well, it's not gonna go out for you guys today. It'll be next week's video. But taking the boys up fishing with my dad. So. Try to get these shelves finished up for the girl. See how that fits. Again, it's going to be hot. Make sure that sets in there good. Like a glove. Okay. Now, we got to get the shelf sanded down. Get the brackets painted up. Let's see if I can't find some cardboard to lay those on. Other than the grass. You know what? I will paint them right on here. That'll be fine. Still hot. Still hot. Probably should take these over here a little ways. That way I can sand while I'm, after I've got them painted. Hit with a little bit of black spray paint. What's everybody up to today? Hello. These aren't actually going to be seen because they're going to be in the wood, but you know what? It'll help them from rusting. Oh, we should have sanded those down a little bit. We'll come back and keep hitting those with paint. Hang on just a second here. Oh, had somebody stopping in. Didn't know who it was. All right, we got to sand these down. What grit is the next question? I don't know what I have on this. $50? That's a little aggressive. Let's see if we can't find something else. Got a couple of. Super fine sanding sponge. That's not really good either. Well. I'm going to have to hit it with some 50, I think, to begin. Just to get this down so it's somewhat smooth. it's getting warm out today. It's nice out. Not too bad. I need some more sanding paper, some finer sanding paper, but got it rough. Wind's picking up. Wind's picking up. Alright, flip you guys over. I don't know, this is going to stand up here now. Make sure you guys are connected here again. We're green. See if we can't hit this with another coat. Hello, we are working on some shelving today. One of my daughters wants some floating shelving. So I was like, you know what? I can make that. So I figured I'd go live and see what everybody's up to today. Got some plans for the afternoon. I'm going to take the boys fishing. So I got my new video uploaded this morning. So I figured I'd go live for a little while today. Get some of this shelving done. Get things rolling. I've got a ton of stuff to do in the yard and everything, but we're going to take somewhat of a day off and go fishing. So that'll be fun. We're going to go find some worms here in a little bit. Okay. Well, it's going to dry. We'll leave those out to dry. And I got to see if I can find some white paint to finish these shells off. I can't really show you guys if you just joined me. I built these brackets. These will be mounted to the wall, and then these floating shelves go over the top of the bracket. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because I just painted them. Pretty close to being wrapped up. Throw some white paint on the shelves and she should be good to go. We'll mount them in there after everything dries up. So, but it's about time that I head off and go see if I can find a few worms to go fishing later. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I come on live every once in a while. Just put a new video out this morning, so if you go take a look at that, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that crazy stuff. We'll see you guys again.